Welcome to Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts, and I'm staying up late tonight. It is Game 7 of the World Series, and one of the longest droughts in baseball will come to an end one way or the other. We'll share stats and stories.
I'm Kathy Carson. I'm an experienced Suncoast attorney, but around here I'm better known as Linda Carson's daughter. None of my secrets are safe with my mom, but today I'll talk about how you can stay safe from hackers.
I'm Beth. My mom raised me on tough love, and I think it may have worked. Well, today we have a Suncoast mom and author who's going to tell us her secrets to empowering her daughter for success.
And I'm Linda Carson. I get up and go to the gym almost every morning, but that's not easy when you're raising small children. Baby boot camp can change all that. We'll have more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome back to Kathy Carson. We love it when you're here.
Thank you, guys. I'm happy to be here.
And so far. I'm sure embarrassing stories soon to come.
No, not today, not today.
She's like, we had a pre-talk, and I asked her not to. We'll see how that works.
I do embarrass you a lot, don't I?
Yes, yes.
Well, one of our favorite embarrassments, actually, I think Kathy got Linda back at least a little bit. It was during our anniversary show where Kathy got a chance to speak her mind first. Let's take a look.
How do you feel sometimes when she overshares on our show?
I just wish that there was no sex talk. You're 78 years old, nobody wants to hear it, I don't want to hear it.
Careful, I'll tell how you were conceived again.
But see, Kathy, I got to disagree with you. We do want to hear it. It's very funny.
Think of all the things you can learn from my experience.
What is wrong with you?
I think it's just because it's her mom. I guess I could get that.
Parents are supposed to embarrass their kids. That's what parents do.
I tried to teach her and lead her in the right direction, which wasn't often my direction.
But not on television.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and not in the bedroom. My mom has never given me a lot of sex advice. Thank you, Sharon, for leaving that out of my education.
Now she's going to add that.
No, I don't think she is. I don't think she is.
My mother and dad never even told me where babies came from. They didn't want
So
me
you're
to know.
making up for it.
You are.
You know, they might have been onto something.
Yeah, we all know where Kathy came from, and so does the whole Suncoast.
And when I got pregnant at the Super Bowl.
You know the time. I feel like I was there.
Exactly. We all know how it was. It was good, Kathy. It was good.
The Steelers were Super Bowl, I remember.
Okay.
And down that road again once we go. All right, well, Kathy, regardless,
next?
we're glad to have you here. Judy's next, and she's going to save us. Although I don't know if she can talk. She may be a little tongue-tied, depending on how much peanut butter she's been sampling.
I'm tongue-tied, but I got to say, Kathy, I'm with you. How do I follow that one? It's National Peanut Butter Month, and we're celebrating peanut butter with great desserts, of course, peanut butter pies. There's burgers with peanut butter, and of course, great Asian food with all sorts of peanuts and peanut butter sauce. And ladies, I picked out 4 types for you to try and see what you think. Gourmet peanut butters with different flavors in them is trending.
Okay,
I'm
and
trying one.
trending would be pumpkin for sure, and I have pumpkin peanut butter. But girls, I have to confess, peanut butter is my favorite food. I am known for being too tired to make dinner for my family, and a common answer is grab the peanut butter, have a spoonful, put it in some toast, you'll be fine. It's full of protein, it's filling. If I get hungry in the middle of the day, just a scoop is all you need. Is it just me?
Yes, it is.
Really?
I like peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
I just have problems with one scoop.
Oh, I agree. It takes some
On a
discipline.
meal.
No, it takes some discipline not to have 4 or 5 scoops. But I don't think the pumpkin has very much pumpkin flavor. That's my assessment.
Mine is honey.
Justin's
peanut butter.
honey.
And it's pretty good. It tastes. You can taste the sweetness, almost like jelly's already mixed in it.
This is no stir, and it lives up to its name. The oil is everywhere on the jar on my hands.
But it is organic, and it's low in sugar, because I do use that one at home a fair amount. And Kathy, I have never tried chocolate peanut butter because I'm a purist.
It's chocolate coconut
How
peanut
is
butter.
that?
It's pretty good. It's
Yeah?
not too chocolatey and not too coconutty.
Do you
DJ
remember
Help
the
yourself.
We double dip here. Do you remember the one
tastes
from
like
the
peanut
70s
butter.
with the purple jelly stripe
Oh,
in the
yeah.
jar? Do they still make that? Was that
Yeah, they
Goober
do.
Grape?
I think they still make
still
those.
make
Yeah, that's kind of what that means, the chocolate. Goober grape, I'm being told in my ears. So that's what I remember as kind of
Goober grape.
the fun person's peanut butter. But we are happy to celebrate National Peanut Butter Month, and I'm going to try not to eat this whole jar. It will make talking difficult,
try
but
to talk.
yes, I know. It
Because
does.
now everything is a little glued together.
Yeah, it is. We should have considered that, I think, but that's all right. We'll make our way through it. It is time for our first hot topic. It is one of my favorites, and one thing is for sure, that tonight, one of the 2 longest dry spells in baseball will come to an end. It is Game 7 of the World Series between the storied Chicago Cubs and the almost lose as often Cleveland Indians. So even non-baseball fans are expected to check in on the action tonight. Those who are lucky enough to see that action in person, paying $1,700 a ticket just to get in the door. That is standing room, according to Cleveland.com. We found a tweet this morning that reports couple paid $20,000 each for tickets right behind the Cubs dugout. Only 5 teams have ever come back from a 3-1 deficit. The Cubs are going to try tonight. Then check out this Cubs tweet, which I'm thinking about using. It is online. You can print a note. It says, please excuse so-and-so from class, work, or other responsibility. The Cubs are playing Game 7, and if you're not familiar with sports, well, it's a big deal. We need all the support we can muster up. Thank you for understanding. If you ever need a cute GIF, let us know. We are your Twitter account. And you can give that to your boss. I will need it tomorrow morning because I will be staying up late. I grew up in Chicago. I took my son to Wrigley Field for the first time in 2009, and he has become a Cubs fan. That is one of my favorite places on earth. The reason is I grew up on the sides watching the games with my dad. Harry Carey used to call all the games and yell, "Holy cow!" And that is a cow with holes in its sides in his restaurant. That is the Holy Cow. So it's a lot of family fun in our house. I know my dad will probably be on Skype and FaceTime tonight. I am excited. I have not stayed up because I'm doing the morning show right now for any of these games, and I will be in a ponytail tomorrow, and regardless, I will stay up for the whole game. And Kathy and Linda, I also lived in Cleveland, and I know you guys came from Cleveland.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm an
she grew up
Indians
in
fan,
Cleveland,
so.
yeah.
But my husband's from Chicago, so
House
we're kind of
divided.
a
How does the house
divided.
go at night? Have you been watching games?
You know, we just kind of are. We watch them on our own. It's not healthy to.
It's not healthy.
She wants to stay
Can you have a
married.
family party tonight in
She
both
wants to stay
roots?
married.
I would be happy in some small way because the Cubs are kind of a team I would root for if it weren't for the Indians, and I think my husband is the same way. It's a shame that they're playing each other and that the Indians are going to win, but you know.
You know, I'm thinking about those people that paid $20,000. When you pay a lot of money to go to a ball game, this may be the worst experience you ever had.
know.
If your
That's
team
true. They
loses,
lose.
this is a horrible night. So that's a lot of money to put out, not knowing, having a 50-50 chance of having a
Well,
miserable
Beth, you have an
time.
impressive bucket list, and I know you've been to a lot of these major games. Have you been to a World Series?
I've never been to a World Series.
You could have put this one on your bucket list.
I don't have $20,000.
When there's less popular teams.
Well, and my husband, who has a heart of gold, when this first started, said to me, should we get tickets for any of those World Series games? And he said, I will get you tickets. I want to take you. And I am just too frugal. And I was like,
Was he thinking
But you know,
$20,000?
I'm
At that
thinking
time,
that
it
was
probably
not
were.
what he was thinking.
At that time, it probably was just a couple hundred. You would have been good. You could have sold them back and made a profit.
They were never
I'm a
cheaper.
capitalist at heart.
Yeah, you were definitely
If he had
looking for
those
the
tickets,
money.
I would have sold them back for $20,000.
And then had the money. Yeah, I don't know if they were ever sitting behind the dugout. But
I
regardless,
tried
a fun night.
selling a ticket once on the way to the football game. I said that we were driving, and these guys were saying, we need tickets. And I said, here, I'll sell you these for $200. He grabbed the tickets and ran.
Oh,
I
my
am not a
gosh.
capitalist.
Oh, no, that's not a good way to do it.
not
Well,
good.
if you're not interested in baseball, the CMAs are also on ABC7 tonight. I know ABC is hoping that some people actually do watch something other than baseball.
I will
but
be watching.
a lot of
I'll
TVs
tell
in
you
your
who
house.
won tomorrow.
I can't
Okay,
watch anything.
sounds
Comcast
good.
won't fix my cable.
Oh, boy. Well, speaking of baseball, Jacksonville has been home to a minor league team, the Jacksonville Suns, since 1962, but that's about to change. The Suns are going to be renamed the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. Owners say the Jumbo Shrimp name kind of meets their criteria of having a direct tie-in to the local community, and of course, many minor league teams have quirky and fun, creative names. I know, Kathy, you've lived there. What do you think about rooting for Jumbo Shrimp?
You know, when I lived there, I was actually a sports reporter, so I did a lot of stuff with the Suns, and I part of me hates that, but the other part of me thinks it's amazing. The jumbo shrimp, that's the best name ever.
Everybody will pull for the shrimp just because it's funny.
Well, why would you want to be called a shrimp? I feel like it's
They're
like
jumbo
I'm a
shrimp.
proud shrimp.
Because I think minor league teams just need a shtick, you know, to get people to come, to generate excitement.
And jumbo shrimp is.
Well, it's a shtick.
Sight in your mind, a pink shrimp wiggling around.
Think of the mascot.
I know, the
possibly.
mascot will be a riot. I think it's very fun. So, all right, well, that's our sports update for today. We've mentioned before, though, the protest at Standing Rock Indian Reservation on the Dakota Access Pipeline. Well, social media is really playing an interesting role on this one. People are using the check-in feature on Facebook to make it seem as if they are there at the protest, even if they're not. So the week had over 1 million people checked in. But the thing is, most of us aren't anywhere near the location, if we've checked in, where demonstrators are picketing the controversial pipelines. So the reason people are doing this, it's designed to prevent local law enforcement from geo-tracking any protesters on social media. And I did not understand that you could actually check in somewhere you are not, which is kind of cool
Yeah, 'cause
misrepresentation on
great
Facebook.
places I'd like to
It's
be
the-
known as being.
I'm just going to start checking in random places.
I've seen it on my Facebook feed, though, and I saw it from someone I
Yeah.
know is in town.
I
thought, "You're
have
not
two
there."
thoughts on this. It's like saying you went to war when you didn't go to war, because these people are risking a lot out there. But another thing is, I like the idea that other people are protecting them.
Right.
You have a right to protest,
I
not
think,
violently.
I think it's a way to show support.
That's what
you
I
know?
think it is, too.
I don't think it's really going to get the law enforcement off their tracks. But I don't think that they're sitting there looking at where people are on Facebook to do their investigations. But I think it's a nice way to show support.
I like the idea of if there is something going on and they can track, at least people are putting forth that effort to stop them. You know, it's just the community coming together and say, hey, we're going to try to protect them any way we can or try to show their support. I think that's good.
No, I do. I think it's interesting. It's an interesting use of technology, but I'm kind of with Linda. I've got lots of places I'd like people to think I got to go. So
Just go around and start
You'll
Exactly.
see me in Paris at noon.
I'm about to look like I'm sitting at Progressive Field in Cleveland tonight. Trust me, you might see that on Facebook.
You can put $20,000 next
Exactly,
to it.
$20,000 seat, and I'll be on the couch.
There you go.
Well, making the right choice makes for a very heartwarming Facebook post. So a woman was out having a good time drinking. She decided to leave her car at the restaurant and then Uber home to avoid drinking and driving. So it's a little risky to leave a car anywhere private like that, so she was a little nervous. When she came back to get the car the next day, the car was there with a note on the windshield that read, "Thank you for not drinking and driving." This is from the management of the restaurant where she left the car. Enclosed is a voucher for 1 pound of chicken wings for being responsible. Life is valuable.
Wow.
What a cool response by the restaurant.
Sounds
That
like it
is
was the
amazing.
restaurant. They knew she'd had too much.
Well, or they figured it. I wondered how much of it was a risk. But he had said he had made a point of not punishing people whose cars were left on the private property and actually rewarding the choice not to
I
get
think
behind
that's
the wheel.
amazing because not only you're worried about your car, but now you get a reward for doing the right
Yes.
thing. A lot of people make those poor decisions because they worry about their car.
Yes.
Absolutely. No,
Yes.
I think it's a great choice.
I've had several notes on my car lately, though, not so nice.
They're like, this is
They all
valet.
said,
Do
"Learn
not
to
park here.
What are you doing? Oh, you're parking
It all
poorly?
says, learn to park. Go,
That's what they said?
go back to
serious?
parking school.
Kathy, did you know this?
Three lately.
Well,
it sounds like you need to learn to park.
maybe they're telling you
You
something
think
you
they're
might
just
want
trying to
pay
be nice?
attention to.
Yeah.
Maybe I should Uber.
Yes,
Maybe you should slow down as you park.
Yeah, one is on them maybe, but
Three?
Yeah, three, that's on you. But I think that's amazing that they even paid that much attention
Yep.
to their patrons.
I
Because a
agree.
lot of restaurants, you don't even think they know you know, or pay that much attention. So it's amazing that they did that.
Yep,
But they
doing
also
the right
knew she'd
thing
had too
pays
much
off.
to drink.
All right, here's another story locally of doing the right thing. So a frantic search in Northport has ended adorably for a local parent, and they got some help from the police department. Great story over the weekend on social media. A 2-year-old girl had lost her special comfort blanket. She calls it her Woobie. She was at the Northport Police Department's Trick or Treat event. So the post went viral locally. The parents were looking for her blanket, asked if anyone had seen it, and her parents said, "We can't buy another one." So a Venice woman realized that her daughter had the same whoopee, but she didn't need it anymore. So she made the trip to Northport, and now this little girl has a new whoopee, which she seems to think is just as great as her original one.
That's how you do it. You trick them.
Yeah, I don't know if her mom fessed up that was not the real whoopee.
When Kathy was that age, we were driving to the airport and she had one, and my husband said, enough of this, and he threw it out the window on the LA freeway. A short time later, we're back parked on the side of the LA freeway looking for it.
That is great. I love that
Do
story.
something like that to a child.
You didn't know your dad was that mean, did you?
I didn't.
Well, and we have lost them before when travel, and ours were called mommies, is what my son called his special blanket. He named it after me. I know. It's touching for me. But when we lost one, they were actually hospital ordered, so I ordered them from a medical supply store and paid like a fortune to have it overnighted because you can't not have one of those things when a kid needs one.
Yeah.
See what you're looking forward to?
I don't understand this.
I am Bobette's birth control. That is my daily role on this show.
That she is.
All right, it's time for our 24-hour happy hour forecast. See what happens when all I have is peanut butter. And when we come back, we're going to talk to a children's author with some great lessons in a new book.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your update for this afternoon. We're looking at showers around, a little bit of activity moving across the state and has moved into our area. Showers are light in nature, not producing any lightning at this time, but expect a brief shower or two into East Manatee County now. Most of the activity along the coast is continuing to move off into the Gulf of Mexico, and it is weakening. You can still see some light rain near Anna Maria Island, also some showers near Duet along State Road 62. And the look at the skies right now look rather ominous out there. Cloudy skies, 84 degrees, and the dew point has come up to 59. East winds are strong at 18, the pressure 30-12, and that continues to hold strong. Now, winds have been strong out of the east and northeast this afternoon, anywhere from 10 to 15. As I mentioned, gusts up to 20 at times. Those winds will eventually switch around to a northwesterly direction when a cold front arrives. The cold front will move through, it looks like, on Friday. We'll have the details on the weekend weather coming up at 5. See you then.
Every mother wants her daughter to be polite and poised and to raise her to her full potential as she grows up. Well, a Suncoast mother wrote a book for her daughter with some secrets to success. And along the way, she learned some very important lessons herself about being a good mom. Welcome to Sheba Mateo. Did I get it right, Sheba?
You did.
Whoa. Because my daughter's waiting over here to tell me that I got it wrong.
Yeah.
She thought I might.
I love that the two of you are here today. That's an honor.
You
for me,
can
so
raise your
yes.
daughter to be your best friend.
Yes.
And you wrote an awesome book called 10 Secrets of Being a Lady.
Yes, I did.
What inspired you to write that?
Well, in all honesty, just the psychological and social climate that I could not even imagine my daughter will need to maneuver years coming. It's it's a scary world.
It is.
So I felt that we just needed to start the dialogue.
How old is she?
She's now 6. When we started this book, she was 4.
Oh, what's her name?
So, Amina.
Amina. Hi, Amina. That is beautiful. How did she contribute to the book?
You know, in all honesty, it just kind of evolved. It actually started as a conversation between the two of us that I thought, okay, honey, well, let's write this down. And then when I would try to write some things down, she would do exactly as the character did. She's not paying attention. She's blowing bubbles. So I thought, well, that's really cute. And then I just think overall, the book is really her, but more a dialogue for the two, mother and daughter.
I think it's so great to have a book like this because children will look at this book and they will believe that it's written down, it's got to be the truth.
Yes.
And when you just tell them, this is such a great reinforcement.
Yes, and it's real, and it's more than that too. So hopefully people will go to the website, download the questions, the questionnaire, and really dig into what the intention of the story is. Like the first secret is, when a lady walks into the room, she never will assume the temperament of people in that place. That means she's confident before she walks in. So she knows who she is, regardless of the circumstance. So
I want to read this.
Yes. Oh, it is more than that. That's why you have to get through it.
Give me another one of the secrets, because I feel like I need to know that.
Yeah, it is really interesting. So even in secret number 7, which is closely aligned with a lot of missions, with Girls Inc. and so on and so forth, the last line actually says, a lady prizes her health and mental wealth more than jewels. So it's also, so it's also really underlying the fact that we have to just, be physically in shape, but also mentally. And that has a lot to do with our community and the people that we surround ourselves with,
Good.
like yourselves.
Yes.
So you guys have this positive energy every day, which is good.
Oh, we have great fun together. So
Yes.
there's sort of a worksheet or a work pattern that goes along with this?
Yes, if you go to the website, you just download the discussion questions, and that will kind of lead you through the real conversation that should happen throughout the a lifetime. It's not a book for children, and it's not a book for adults. So I call it more of a book for all ages, 2 to 82. It's really learning lessons for all of us, just to remember and just discuss.
And if we're going to crash through that glass ceiling, I think we first of all need to be tough, but we also need to know how to be a lady.
Well, yes, and support one another.
Yes.
I like all these
Support, yes, because we can't do anything alone now, can we, ladies?
No, we can't. And you're
That's
giving the
right.
proceeds. You've mentioned Girls Inc.
Yes.
You're giving the proceeds to Girls Inc.
Yes, I am. 25% of the proceeds go to Girls Inc. for a number of reasons. Number one, their mission, to inspiring women to be strong, smart, and bold. And what I love the most about that is I made secret number one, radiating confidence, directly is aligned with being strong, which again goes back to not just being physically, but being mentally strong.
Yes.
So that's a large part of their mission, and it just directly aligns. And it was a coincidence. So it was more about just getting to know one another.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
Yes. It's amazing.
You can meet her and get a copy of her book. She's going to be signing books at Molly's Boutique in Sarasota, and that is November 5th. So we've got to get down
November
there. And
5th from 1 to 3, yes. we'll
1
be
to
there.
3
Yeah.
Molly's Boutique. Thank
Molly's.
you so much, Sheba.
Thank you.
Next, Kathy is going to teach us cybersecurity.
It's true. I am.
How to zip my mouth.
Yep.
Stop talking.
Very funny.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
If you're trying to balance caring for your mother and being a mother to your children, we can help. It's what we do. Call Granny Nannies today.
A helping hand and a gentle heart. Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
My dad is my hero, and I wanted to give him a chance to live life and be happy. Granny Nannies has been a huge help. It has contributed to the health and happiness of my dad, for sure.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Last month, over a dozen websites were down for a number of hours thanks to an outage. And a popular household appliance have been blamed. Now, our guest host, Kathy Carson, isn't just Linda's daughter. She's also a liability attorney who represents companies that have been victims of hackers. And Kathy, explain how a household item can even allow your house to be hacked.
Well, traditionally, we saw hackers and they would come after things like your desktop or your laptop, that kind of thing. Well, now they're going after what are known as the Internet of Things. You have anything that connects to the internet through wireless or Bluetooth. So mean, that can be your garage door opener, that can be your iPhone, that can be a baby monitor. Think of all the smart things we have, a smart thermostat, a smart refrigerator, so many things like that. And they come with these factory set passwords, and people don't change them. So hackers are able to do a big search, and then they figure out the ones that have these factory installed passwords, and they can kind of take them over. And so some of the ways that we're seeing is kind of the takedown of many of those big websites, but also on an individual level, the baby monitor. That's been a very popular one in the last couple of years. And what's happened is people have these monitors on and they're in the next room and suddenly they hear a man's voice in one instant saying, "Wake up, Allison, wake up, Allison." And the parents are like, "What is that?" They run in and there's a man speaking over the baby monitor, a hacker. He knows the kid's name is Allison because, like so many of us, they have the cutesy name in the background.
Oh my gosh, that was
so that's happened a couple of times, and the only reason we've discovered that there are these hackers is because they're talking. So think how many times they aren't saying anything, and it's still going on.
So another thing you mentioned earlier was these taking down websites. So is the idea of all of these different appliances and smart devices just flooding a website and then it makes it come down?
So they'll take control of them and then they'll direct them all at one time. Hundreds of thousands of these baby monitors is one of the main ones, will hit these websites that are basically the phone book of the internet. So when I type in www.mysuncoast.com, I should get ABC7. But if that website is down, I just kind of get tied up into no man's land. So it locked up communication.
How do you protect yourself?
Well, the main thing you want to do is make sure you change these factory passwords and don't buy items that don't allow you to change the password, because some of the cheaper ones you can't even change the password. So make sure you find one where you can. And then one of the things we all forget is when you buy something like this, there'll be a website that comes in a little pamphlet for updates, and none of us do it. You need to update because that's where you're getting those security patches, because as there's these breaches, they're trying to fix it. But if you don't update, you're never going to get that extra security. So
it's interesting. So the more technologically inclined we get, the more vulnerable we're getting.
Definitely, definitely.
Okay. So should I buy a new doorbell that allows me to hear who's at my door at home?
It depends. For me, I wouldn't, because I think that they just don't have enough security protection on those just yet. But the higher end ones are definitely going to be more secure because they're going to have the better password protection. They're going to have the better security patches. But just for me, and that's just my personal.
Is there a way to tell, like if we're at the store, is it always the higher priced one, the better one?
No, but do your research.
It's interesting, though, to hear from an expert in the field that you're actually concerned about some of the technology that's developed because it may very well, put us at more risk for hacking.
Definitely. Do you really need to see your doorbell?
It might be a good-looking guy there.
Oh, God. Again with the guys. Well, thank you so much, Kathy. Great advice. Somehow your mom brought men back into the conversation.
Yes, that was awesome.
You think I'd have more of them, wouldn't you?
All right, next, it's time to work out, and we're going to have strollers to do it. We'll be right back.
It's the Crystal Classic International Sand Sculpting Festival on Siesta Beach, November 11th through 15th, with 24 of the world's best sand sculptors. Bring the family for new hands-on kids activities, live music, food, sand sculpting lessons, and more. See SiestaKeyCrystalClassic.com for details.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
An important message for Americans eligible for Medicare.
Are you receiving all the benefits available to you? Do you know there is money available to lower your Medicare prescription costs?
Now's the time to find the coverage that's right for you at the right price. The way to do that is to explore your options. You can spend hours doing that yourself, or you can call Health Markets and let us do the legwork for you with no cost or obligation. We'll search a variety of plans from nationally recognized companies to find the coverage that's the best fit for you at a price that fits your budget, and we'll do it at no charge to you.
Plus, you may be able to save money on prescriptions. We'll tell you if you qualify.
Why pay a penny more than you have to for an insurance policy?
Let us find you the right plan at the right price and see if you qualify to lower your prescription costs.
Put our free service to work for you at no charge.
Call the number on the screen now to make sure you're getting all the benefits you deserve. Don't wait. Call now.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
Rich finishes, beautiful colors, and over 1,000 different fabrics and leathers to choose from. With Bassett Custom Furniture at Bacon's Furniture and Design, you can design every room to match your own unique style. And every piece is quality handcrafted right here in America. Come in today and we'll guarantee your Bassett Custom Furniture will be shipped before the holidays. With our complimentary design service, start designing, start loving. Only at Bacon's Furniture and Design in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
Come see the Crystal Classic International Sand Sculpting Festival November 11th through 15th on Siesta Beach. Check out the Crystal Classic Party Tent, produced by Siesta Key Chamber of Commerce and Moat Marine. Details including remote parking via SCAT. Visit siestakeycrystalclassic.com.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check in with Chef Judy, who has the sights and smells of peanut butter all over the kitchen today. Tell us about it, Judy.
Well, we're going to focus right now on the savory side, like Vietnamese food from Pho Kelly, peanut butter sauce, peanuts and peanut butter tossed into different things. Always my favorite is just take those fresh spring rolls and dips. How about Painter's Palette? We have a red curry and peanut butter sauce, or a peanut butter coated fried chicken salad with peanut sauce. And you can't forget Burger Fi's burger with peanut butter. Joey's called two already.
All right, thanks, Judy. Linda?
Oh, after you've eaten all that, balancing the demands of a young child and still finding enough time to work out is no easy task. But not to mention being too tired once you get through everything you've got to do to go to the gym. Well, we have Baby Boot Camp now, and that was born out of the necessity of a Suncoast mom who wanted to get her pre-baby body back in shape and spend time with her kids. And other moms have come to love the idea, all thanks to Kristen Horler. Kristen, thank you for coming up with such a great idea.
Thank you, Linda. Thanks for having me here.
Well, you're a real fitness expert before you had the baby, right?
Right. I've been a certified personal trainer for 18 years.
Well, I've had the same trouble getting back in shape after my baby. Of course, she's like pretty grown up now, so it's about time I get back in shape. So tell us about the program you came up with. What inspired it?
Oh, my daughter inspired it, actually. I was living in San Francisco, and I had my first child. And I was new to being a personal trainer, new to the fitness industry, and I wanted to spend time with her. I didn't want to drop her off with a nanny and spend the whole day working and training clients in the gym. So I thought, I wonder if I can put her in her stroller and grab a few other new moms and give them a personal training session outside, and they would pay a fraction of the cost that they would to hire me for an hour by themselves.
Oh, yes.
It really took off. I couldn't believe how many moms were interested. And within about a year, we started franchising our company across the country.
Wow, what a success story. Well, let's talk about personal success, because I know some people that can do exactly what those ladies are doing there. Let's start with Bobeth. Show us what Bobeth could do while she's not good at pushing a stroller. This is a very inexperienced lady.
Would you like to meet my new baby?
Show us what Bobeth can do while she pushes.
Okay. So Bobeth is going to demonstrate a stroller lunge for us.
Okay.
And
so I was told go like this.
Perfect. And you're going to keep your knee aligned with your front foot, your shoulders right over your hips. And the great thing about the movement for the baby is it keeps them entertained. So you notice our baby's quite happy sleeping today.
Yes.
So it keeps them happy.
Tell us what Stephanie can do now.
And as Bobeth continues her lunges.
Keep going, Bobeth.
Keep going, girl. Stephanie is going to go into an up-down squat. And now our children are always listening. They're always watching what we're doing. So you're going to lower down into a squat.
Down.
Hi to your little baby and lower down.
Hi, baby.
And if she starts to get fussy, you can tickle her toes.
Baby.
Perfect.
Oh, it's working, Stephanie. Now, Kathy,
Up.
she works out every morning at boot camp. I have no sympathy for her. Oh. What could she do?
Well, what she can do, either while she's facing her little one in the stroller or holding her baby on her hip if her baby's fussy, right? Just be careful with your posture and alignment.
Be careful with the baby.
Yes, is she can do a tricep extension. So I'll have you bring that right arm up overhead. Good. And then keep that elbow aligned over your shoulder, your core nice and strong. That's something that's very important with all of our movements, the lunges, the squats, the triceps, is to keep your core muscles very strong throughout that movement.
Our ladies are still going.
I know. Is it okay there?
So let's say the baby, you want to stop, but when you stop, the baby starts crying. You have to keep doing it?
You're going to be in great shape.
Absolutely. When we're outside,
what can I do?
You can do a bicep curl. So
where's my baby?
Your baby.
She's standing beside me.
Yes, you can do a single arm bicep curl, or what we're going to do here is
tough.
Both arms at the same time. I know you are. Palms up. Good. Nice and strong.
And so the baby is in front of me, and I am making jokes and faces
well,
and so
you
forth.
can count to 10 in English.
Okay, 1, 2.
And then you can count to 10 in Spanish.
Ultra?
No. Dos, tres. So they're always listening. How about ABC? You can just.
Do you know that in Spanish? Ultra. That's not a number.
Okay.
So you can sing or speak the ABCs to your little one while you're doing bicep curls instead of worrying about how many repetitions you're doing.
Oh,
And
very
you have
good.
another exercise to show us, the bridge.
I do. I have a baby bridge, so I'm going to grab my little one here.
Yeah, because I can't with my child.
Post-baby, we're all about the core. Very careful.
Here we
with
go.
the
Yeah,
baby.
careful with my baby. I just had it like 2 minutes ago.
So I'm going to show you a baby bridge. And this exercise, the way that you position your baby is very dependent on your child's age. So I have a 6-week-old, so I'm going to rest my daughter right here. Not really, my baby. I have a 13-year-old and a 15-year-old. No more babies. So I'm going to rest my baby here and cradle her head. Lift up into a bridge.
Oh, okay.
Right, strengthening my glutes, core, hamstrings.
And the baby gets
slowly,
to be close.
Yes, they love
Yeah,
this.
they'll love it.
Okay, if you have an older child, maybe an 18-month-old, you might have them straddling you, right? And of course, that's a little bit more weight, so this is going to be a harder exercise for you, especially to keep them still.
Oh, wow. Well, you show them the plank now?
Yes, absolutely.
I want to see them suffer.
All right, so you're going to have your baby right here, Bobeth. And you are going to come down into a plank position. You guys can be head to head, and I'll just have you do a standard plank without your baby.
No baby for me.
And I'm actually going to bring your baby right in here, and this is a kiss your baby plank.
Oh, I'd pay to see this.
And then I come back up?
Try to hold your hips steady, and what you're actually doing is right cheek, left cheek, and that causes you to move in
My baby has lipstick on.
different planes of movement to strengthen your abdominal muscles and your back muscles.
They're doing good. How long do they have to do that?
I don't know, but I'm ready to
30 minutes or so.
Well, Beth, you should have one of these.
Yeah.
A baby to exercise?
Yeah. You guys are doing good. Just hold it. We'll be through in an hour or so.
I have one right
If
here.
you would like to come to these classes and find out more information about how you can get this training and be a part of it, babybootcamp.com. Thank you so much, Kristen.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us, and we'll be right back.
You want to hold my baby?
Yeah. I think I need some wipes for the baby.
The all-new mysuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com. AND services.com.
Game on, Suncoast. Get scores and highlights from the area's top high school matchups on Football Friday night, just after the news at 11:15. Sponsored by Gulf Coast Honda. From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Wilkes. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. Just days before the election, a legal challenge surrounding Amendment 1. Why solar advocates want the state Supreme Court to put a stop to voting. Plus, a party 50 years in the making. Country music's biggest stars get ready for a special anniversary celebration of the CMA Awards. Now, let's head over to Bob.
Thanks, Haley. Some clouds and showers have moved in across the Suncoast now as a result of that easterly flow, and it's picked up that moisture from the Atlantic, carried it all the way over. There have been few and far between, but there are some around. There are still some around. You see that scattered activity making its way through Manatee County now. We already had a brief shower near Siesta. Also near Longboat Key and Anna Maria Island, a few showers were around. The activity near Wauchula, a little heavier, but again, it's widely scattered about. Expect the clouds and breezy conditions to continue through this evening. More in the forecast at 5.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Welcome back. You shouldn't have to compromise modern style for space, especially when it comes to your garage. That's why in today's Suncoast for Sale, Matthew Rands has brought us some of the best modern homes which offer spacious garages. Now, welcome, Matthew. Now, I tend to have a lot of crap. So when it comes to having that, you need a lot of garage spaces. So is it okay to have like a 3-car garage even if you have 1 car?
Oh, absolutely. You put all your bikes and all your crap, so to speak, in there. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's a question I get all the time. Hey, I like these newer style homes. What am I going to get for my price? But I got to have that 3rd car, the garage. We got to have that man space.
Because that's where you put your storage. Because you know, if you store in your space, then you can't get your car in the garage.
Exactly.
No one else has that problem.
That's logic. Yes.
Yes. No. All right. Well, let's get into it.
Well, I'm taking you down to Parrish today. I want to mention a few things about price point. We're here on Charles Parton. $299, $23.82 on the square footage.
Wow.
Cute little home, three bedroom, 2 bath. As we move through, you're going to see some of the newer finishes, granite countertops, those higher 9-foot ceilings.
Spacious rooms.
Those open floor plans. Look how cute this little baby room is.
bright.
Yes.
The best more babies.
Cute little fire pit there. So as we move through into the next property on Harvest Drive there in Sarasota, $24.87 on the square footage, 3 bed, 2 bath. This one's actually just had a price reduction for $14,900. But again, some of those finishes with the stone, the higher ceilings, the open floor plan, granite countertops, and updated cabinets is really one of the some of the features that people are really looking forward to. And then we're going to move into another property here on Carrington, priced at $465.
Nice lanai, very spacious.
And you're going to see some little bit more updates or newer style. $465 on this one. Still $24.29 on the square footage. But you're going to see some additional features with the fixtures. Look a little bit nicer. The raised or the taller cabinets you see in the kitchen there. Tile, pantry. the lanai with the cage, I call it.
It's
3
really
bed,
nice.
3 bed, yes.
So it looks like it's spacious. And you know, one thing I just noticed when you were talking, you mentioned the square footage. And it seems like, for instance, in the parish, the home was around the same square footage, but the price was so different from the Sarasota homes.
So a couple little variances on that. You're going to see location is going to be a difference. Some of the finishes as we move forward, you're going to see a little bit nicer as you move along. That's going to affect the price. The parish property up north, that second property saw east of 75, and then that last one a little more centrally located in Sarasota.
All right, let's get back
So
into it.
just kind of what I'm talking about here, the Abaco property, this one's located a little bit further south of Sarasota, priced at $559. Similar square footage, $24.89, 3 bed, 3 bath, but you're going to see some of the finishes here, a little bit more open floor plan, those deep chocolate colored cabinets, that hardwood floor, not to mention this pool. So
really nice.
we've got some more upgrades in that, and that's where you're seeing the price variance.
Oh, and my dream home, I'm
Well,
assuming.
that dream home just popped up, but check this one out. I brought you guys another one on a private peninsula. If you remember that one we did, this one's priced at $2,599,900. So 0 infinity edge pool.
Beautiful.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And those disappearing glass doors.
Absolutely. It opens right up to that pool area.
Look at all
Big,
that
great open
space.
floor plan.
wow.
This one's actually got about an 8-car garage on it. So if you really have those
lot of
bikes in
space
there.
for all my
I got a lot of bikes. That ought to do it. All your stuff too, Bobeth.
All right, well, thank you so much. Now, if you want to get
You're
more
welcome.
information, you go to swcproperties.com and contact Matthew. They have a lot of properties and they have a bunch of things to offer you. And then we'll be right back.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions Now.
Call 1-800-565-7740. That's 1-800-565-7740.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that, you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team.
Just that simple act is transforming someone else's life.
It's one of the best feelings in the world.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
All hands on deck. What's up? I want to point out 3 tips for using the home computer more safely. Point away.
First, stop. Make sure your software is up to date and that you've password protected your computer's login and Wi-Fi connection.
Next, think before visiting a site, opening attachments, or clicking on links.
Then connect, knowing you're helping make the web safer for you
and for everyone. Make Stop, Think, Connect part of your daily online routine.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, I'm Don Brennan. Millions of Samsung Galaxy phones have been recalled after reports of the phones catching fire, but there are now additional concerns over the disposal of the phones. Tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast, we'll show you why environmental groups are getting involved. John?
Showers in the forecast down the road as a cold front approaches. We'll talk about that bright and early.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
My name's Emma. I am 15. I was bullied all through middle school. That's when I was diagnosed with depression, anxiety, and an eating disorder.
It's like I'm stuck. It's like impossible to move. And I just feel like people just will think I'm making it up.
You need to tell someone because people do care and you're not alone. I don't think depression makes me a bad person. I think it makes me stronger.
Welcome back. Hey, big thumbs up to the Sarasota Police Department. You know, we've been talking about how it's Movember, the men growing out their beards and mustaches. Well, some of Sarasota's finest will be participating, as you can see. And that's, of course, in support for cancer awareness. And they're going to take all that money from shaving cream and razors and donate it to a good cause. Speaking of a good cause, Judy, look at the screen. That's your man, Bruce Springsteen, out and performing as part of a charity event, Stand Up for Heroes. So,
Judy, he's getting old.
Linda, my friend, he's still rocking 4 hours a night.
Wow, all right, that was a lot of information from Judy about rocking the boss for 4 hours a night. But regardless, we're going to head to the kitchen for some peanut butter.
What's happening?
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Since 1928, Karastan has been setting the standard in carpets and rugs, producing non-allergenic wools that won't promote the growth of bacteria or dust mites like other carpets will. Karastan wools actively remove contaminants from the indoor air, making your home healthier. And there are many colors and patterns and textures to choose from. Come see for yourself.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at 5 o'clock. Protecting Florida's ecosystem. The new rules being enforced now in Sarasota County to better preserve mangroves. In Suncoast Traffic Watch right now, there are no traffic issues in the area or crashes. So let's head over to Bob for another look at our weather. Bob?
There are some showers in the area, Scott. Right now, some light rain falling across parts of the Suncoast. Not a lot of accumulation. Storms are moving pretty quickly because of the strong east winds now at 18 miles an hour. Those really haven't lessened up much. Pressure now 30-12, and that is holding steady. You can see what's happened. The easterly fetch has really brought that Atlantic moisture all the way over to the west coast this afternoon. As I alluded, not much rain, though, associated with these showers. They move on through. Heavier showers, though, in the inland areas near Wauchula. Some moderate rainfall there. No lightning detected at all on our system. Expect a brief shower. Well, more at 5.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
Bold, fresh, colorful, gorgeous. Energize your home with the HGTV Home Furniture Collection at Bacon's Furniture and Design. With hundreds of fabrics to mix and match, you'll find your perfect style. And with design and decorating ideas from the experts at HGTV and complimentary design service at Bacon's, it's easy to create the look and feel that's uniquely you. Only at Bacon's Furniture and Design in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
Coming up Thursday at 4 on Suncoast View, get ready for some laughs. Renowned SNL comedian John Lovett stops by to visit us before his weekend shows at McCurdy's. We'll see Lily Pulitzer's floral fashions for fall, plus a Veterans Day salute from a Manatee band. And we're going to learn another new instrument. I wonder if Linda will be able to play this one.
Oh, just wait.
It's called the Alpone. Plus, new Sarasota hotspot Oak and Stone joins us in the kitchen.
Welcome back. We're here in the kitchen with Chef Judy, and you're joining us with some of the Suncoast best peanut butter recipes.
It's National Peanut Butter Month. Who would have thought there's actually a name for people that love peanut butter and eat X amount of, I don't know if it's pounds or quarts of peanut butter. But we're going to celebrate National Peanut Butter Day by starting out at Jack Dusty's. And Kathy, if you'll do me the honors of pouring that wonderful homemade hot fudge sauce over peanut butter bread pudding.
Oh my gosh.
You look at that. You may have some. There you go. Tuck right in there.
I would love to.
Isn't that? And it's just so, and it has that wonderful meringue marshmallow topping. So ooey and gooey.
You know what that means?
We gotta send Stephanie a bite. That's right.
I wasn't gonna eat dessert today.
I did not mean to set you up that way, my friend.
Skip the chocolate on mine.
While you're putting the chocolate, I'm going to talk about Pho Cali. You know, Pho Cali is a place where every chef goes on their day off. And peanut butter is really popular in Vietnamese cooking. Linda, get away from the chocolate. You're making a mess, girl. So pad thai with peanut butter sauce, chicken sauteed grilled shrimp with peanut butter sauce, fresh spring rolls. These are all great ways. For me, this is the way to celebrate National Peanut Butter Month because I'm not a sweet person in that regard. But Pho Cali, boy, their peanut sauce, some of the best ever. And of course, you make peanut sauce with peanut butter. Now, it wouldn't be a peanut butter pie without bringing in Yoder's, who is famous, and their most selling pie is the peanut butter pie.
I thought they invented it.
Well, I think they did, probably, to be honest. They probably did, but we'll give them that credit, Linda. They invented it. They also have chocolate peanut butter pie, but you know what I love are these smaller sizes. And the reason being, if you're only having 4 to 6 people for Thanksgiving, you can get 2 or 3 small pies, so you still have that variety, but you don't have all this pie left over.
Good idea.
Right? So,
or be forced to eat a whole pie by
well, that's been my problem in the past. Yoder's blew it for me, darn it. So that, and remember, order by November 22nd. That's when they stop. When they reach 7,000 pies, they stop. Now, coming over to Paisano's Bakery, right on that Clark Road, Stickney Point, that exchange, that they have a little bit of everything, but they have peanut butter love. And this peanut butter chocolate cake is rated in the state as one of the best. Moist, a lot of it's like a peanut butter mousse. They have their version of peanut butter pie. Look at those Buckeyes. If only my Buckeyes could look as pretty as those. I mean, they are. So now, I'm just going to cheat this year for the holidays and buy them from there and throw the box out.
That's all peanut butter and chocolate?
Yeah. That's the original. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup is actually a Buckeye that was made in the Midwest, and we'll make up some grandmother's name and give her credit since we gave Yoder's that credit. But they also, for peanut butter people, it's the peanut butter triangle cake. That is massive. So now, again, savory. I love this little place. It's called Painter's Palette. It's tiny. It's on the North Trail, and he does some really creative Thai and French influenced cuisine. Peanut butter red curry sauce with chicken. Isn't that
I need
lovely?
to try that sauce.
I know, Kathy, your eyes.
Yeah, that's
and
like
this
our
is
house.
a peanut butter crusted fried chicken on the salad with a ginger peanut butter dressing. I mean, if you can't celebrate National Peanut Butter Month at Painter's Palette and find 5 things with peanut butter, I'm telling you, that is just a really fun choice. And last but certainly not least, you've heard me talk about it, you've seen me do my show from there, it's BurgerFi. And Joey is so excited to try a burger with peanut butter on it.
Is it like a sauce?
It's peanut butter. It's peanut butter, right, Landon?
It's like peanut
the general
butter.
managers are. It's peanut butter, and that you know, it started. The trend started in sports bars, or maybe it started in the '60s. You know, for other reasons, and it's big in Colorado. But people like peanut butter in their burgers. But wait, there's more. There's a peanut butter shake made with vanilla custard. And then there's then there's the Oh My Chocolate with peanut butter concrete. And the concretes, when they serve them, they basically hand them to you upside down. They're that thick. So if you're a chocolate peanut butter lover, I mean, just get one of those. You could drive around for an hour in the summer and it would just stay beautifully. Real quickly, xylitol is very dangerous for pets. It's in some peanut butters, especially gourmet peanut butters. They use it instead of sugar. Do not let your dogs and cats have it. It's like chocolate to them, so just read those labels.
It'll kill them.
Yeah,
it could.
It can make them very sick. A lot of us do treat our dogs with peanut butter, so you definitely have to read the labels.
You got to be very careful. Sugar is okay, but talk to your vet and make sure you read the label. Don't do the xylitol, but for us, do it all.
And speaking of eating, Bobette, your baby's hungry. There we go. Bobette's going to feed her baby, but not peanut butter until after 1 year.
That's right.
Remember. Thanks for the workout with Baby Boot Camp. And Kathy, great to have you with us.
Thank you.
Everybody take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view. It looks good with you.